A quick life update. We are buying a house. In fact, by the time this video goes up, we will have closed on the house already. This is kind of a crazy moment in my life in particular because there was a point in my early 20s where I was convinced that I would never be in the position I am now with, a dog and a beautiful wife and a steady flow of income. And it's a far cry from sleeping on my friends' couches or sleeping in my car and not knowing where the next meal was going to come from. And I'm just kind of dumbstruck that I'm here at this precipice. But the reason that it matters to all of you is eventually you're going to start seeing some of this stuff start coming down, and the walls will be a bit more bare, and content is going to slow down for a little bit as we transition into the new home. And I've got a few comments from people saying, where the heck have the videos been? So we're going to stretch out what we can, but there's going to be a lull for a while. I am very excited to go to this new space and start this new adventure, but it's bittersweet because there's been so many of our biggest and best moments that have happened right here in this house. We got our dog who changed our lives in this house. I proposed to my wife while we were living in this house. We got married while we were living in this house. And it's just, we spent 8 years here and we've gone through a lot. And looking back even at some of our old videos and stuff, we started with a green screen and then we eventually turned it around and, the space changed over time, but it's really been quite a transformation. But it's time to move on to greener pastures. And we're still going to create content. It's just going to be in a new space. I do have a new dedicated space that I'll, decorate and deck out the same way I do here. And nobody really cares, but it matters to me, and I just... And one of the things that's important to realize is this is the last space in the house right here. Everything you can see in this square, it's the last space that has not had anything done to it. Everything else is in boxes and everything's been taken off the walls and dismantled. And for whatever reason, I've been holding on to just this space. And I think it's because it's the hardest to say goodbye to. And I know nothing's going to change. I'm just going to be doing the same thing with my terrible opinions in a different room, but in a different house. But it's still where I've invested so much of my creative time is right here. And I needed to be able to say goodbye to it properly. So that's what this video is thank you for all the memories, and thank you for everything. Our community helped fund our wedding. It has celebrated some of our biggest moments in our lives and celebrated some of the happiest moments in the gaming space ever. It was all done right here, and so it's really difficult to say goodbye to it, but we're gonna have even better stuff ahead, right? Provided we don't get swept away in a hurricane. But there is a couple of things that I do want to talk about, gaming related, right? Because while we haven't been very active, life goes on, and we bought 2 copies of Echoes of Wisdom. They're right here, actually. And me and the wife are going to play them, and then we bought a house. So we haven't had a whole lot of time for gaming. And one of the things I just want to say is, while I have avoided spoilers, I am happy that the reception to this has been overwhelmingly positive. People are absolutely loving this game. Originally, it was kind of written off as a Link's Awakening clone with a gimmick, and apparently it is so much more than that, that it's criminal to call it that now. So I'm excited. This will probably be one of the first games that we play together in the new house, and I can't wait to give my full thoughts on it when we actually do get to sink our teeth in. But I'm just really happy that it's more than what everyone originally thought it was going to be. The other thing that I really want to talk about is Mario and Luigi Brothership. So I've only played at this point 2 of the Mario and Luigi games, all of the Paper Mario games, but I've only played 2 of the Mario and Luigi games. And the reason that I stopped is one of our biggest community members and one of my best friends, he was just the biggest Mario fan of all time. You know, he literally, his nickname was SMT, but it was for Super Mario Twitch. And him passing away, it completely soured my playthrough of Partners in Time and, you know, any of the Mario and Luigi games. And I'm a big Bowser nerd. You know, I love Bowser, and me having never played Bowser's Inside Story is some kind of weird crime that it's indescribable. So I finally been able to move past that now that there's a new Mario and Luigi game. And you know, he would be furious if he knew that I'd stopped playing because he passed away. So at least I think he would. I think he'd actually just be upset that he wasn't able to watch us, but that's who he was. Anyway, but he definitely would not want me to stop for as long as I have. So I'm definitely going to pick those back up. I'm going to do a retrospective of the series, and I want to play the hell out of this game. I just wish that he was here to see it, you know? I wish that he was here to experience it, and I wish I could talk about it with him. So, but either way, this is definitely one of the last games that I'm looking forward to, and on an immense scale this year, is Mario and Luigi. And the last thing I want to talk about is Visions of Mana. With the house purchase, I have not been able to finish Visions of Mana, but it has been a nightly distraction, or not nightly, but every great once in a while I've been able to play and distract myself from the stresses of work and from the move and from the house purchasing process. But that's what this game is going to be for me forever. I'm going to always associate Visions of Mana with being comfort in a extremely turbulent time, and I cannot wait to give my full thoughts and dive back into this game in its entirety. Now, I would say that I'm probably close to the end. Like, if I had to guess, I'd say that I'm probably at the 60% mark, and if I were to power through the story right now, I could finish it in a day or two, but I just don't have the time right now. But when I do, I'm happy to share my full thoughts and love and appreciation for this game. And I think Square Enix is sending us another package regarding Visions of Mana, which I'm really excited for. I think it's like a gifting set, but either way, my gosh, I love this game. It is easily my game of the year. Anyway, whether you're new to the community or you've been around for a very long time, I just want to again repeat it and say thank you for all of the memories and the comments and the sharing our experience in this journey. And I will see you in the new space soon. Like I said, we're still going to try to pump out the occasional video, but it's going to be in some very bare walls. And I can't even promise that those will happen all the time. So we're going to do what we can. But thank you for everything. We'll see you soon, and long live the Turtle Kingdom.